Welcome to the Weekday Report for Wednesday, March 12th. I'm Tracy Pelishek. Here's a brief look at the news. It hasn't necessarily been one of the worst winters for the Kenosha Street Division, but it has been one of the busiest. Street Superintendent John Prejic said crews spent a better part of Monday and Tuesday unblocking many of the catch basins around town in preparation of the thaw and the additional snow that was expected to fall overnight but did not. The crews are reassessing today what's the best next step for repair work. A Kenosha Unified School District Committee approved a recommendation Tuesday to expand honors courses in English for 7th and 8th graders. It also agreed to explore a program for gifted and talented students in 6th through 8th grade. Honors programs were dissolved to budget cuts in previous years. The goal is to restore the English classes by fall. ESPN reporter Lester Munson has made a career discussing major issues in the sports industry. The lifelong Chicago resident was a guest speaker Tuesday night at Carthage College's Tarble Arena and gave a 30-minute presentation titled Sports, Money, and Power. His topics range from performance-enhancing drugs, the proposed college players' union, and concussions.
He said, "Go ahead, lock me up." Now, for most people, it would be preferable to testify to avoid going to jail. But the government misread this. Keep in mind, Anderson, big, strong guy, enormous. What does he like to do? He likes to lift, he likes to eat, and he likes to add to his tattoos. What happens in jail? He can lift, he can eat, and he can add to his tattoos. So he sat in jail for 14 months, enjoying himself immensely, while the government squirmed because they knew their case was falling apart.
The talk was part of Munson's 3-day visit as a Johnson Distinguished Visitor. Dozens of landowners and local officials attended an open house at Marino's Country Air in New Munster Tuesday to hear plans from American Transmission Company, which is proposing a 138 kilovolt power line in the area. ATC has identified 2 possible routes for the 25-mile transmission line from Salem to Lake Geneva. Public comments are still being taken on the issue. United Hospital System plans to bring a medical facility to Green Bay Road, just north of Washington Road and east of Sam's Club, by the summer of 2015. The 30,000-square-foot multi-level building will house up to 5 physicians' offices and includes basic diagnostic equipment. The announcement was made at the Summers Town Board meeting Tuesday. Some of our most treasured stereotypes of St. Patrick's Day fare, corned beef and cabbage and Irish soda bread, have a taste of the blarney about them, say those who have visited or lived in Ireland. For starters, corned beef and cabbage is an American invention, and that seafood chowder is the most Irish food going. At the same time, others argue that soda bread has changed dramatically because of American palates. For a look at a few Irish recipes, see the food section in the paper or at www.kenoshanews.com. What's trending today? There's been a lot of action being taken by NFL teams in preparation for the draft in a few weeks. What do you think of the signings, or lack thereof, that Ted Thompson and the Green Bay Packers have made? And what do they need heading into next year? Tell us on Facebook. Up next is Mike Larson with Sports Take.
2 local racers are returning home this weekend to close out the snowcross season in style. Bradford graduate Cody Cam and Tremper graduate Ross Martin will bring their snowcross talents to Lake Geneva when the annual Nielsen Enterprises Grand Finale comes to Grand Geneva Resort on Friday. Both Cam, a 20-year-old Kenoshan, and Martin, a 29-year-old Burlington resident, compete at the highest level in ISOC Racing's AMSOIL Championship Pro Open Series. This weekend's event features rounds 15 through 17 of the Pro Open Series, with a main event to close out all 3 days. Martin is coming off a victory in last week's main event, while Cam sits second in the season point standings. I'm Mike Larson, and this has been a Sports Take.
Thanks, Mike. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. James Lawson looks into rumors to see if the Keno Drive-In will be opening next month, and Bill Guida examines what seems like a new paintball company trying to run events near the Summers House restaurant. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check kenoshanews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Tracy Pelishek with the Weekday Report.